Hi everyone, I'm Razia. Welcome to my channel. Please make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell, that way you'll be notified of my weekly uploads. You can also check me out on Instagram and TikTok for more content. About a month ago, I uploaded a video where I used a website called TierMaker to rank a few Australian skincare brands. And you guys seem to really enjoy that video. But I did notice in the comments there were a lot of people saying, where's this brand, where's that brand? And I do understand where a lot of you guys were coming from. There are so many other brands that I didn't mention in that video. But since that video did so well, and since a lot of you guys were leaving different brand suggestions in the comments, I thought, you know what, let's make a part 2. So that's what we're doing today. We're going to use TierMaker again to rank some more Australian skincare brands. And also I asked you guys on Instagram what brands do you want me to talk about in this ranking video, just to make sure I don't miss out on any of the popular ones. So hopefully by the time you get to the end of this video, any brand that you're wondering about I would have mentioned in this one. If I haven't mentioned it in this one, check part 1 because I might have mentioned it in that one. If you haven't seen part 1 yet, make sure you watch that after this one as well. And just a disclaimer before we get started, I do have to mention this, but I mean, this is all just for fun's sake. This is just my personal opinion at the end of the day. I'm only mentioning that because sometimes when I say I don't like something, there'll be someone in the comments like, I don't know why you don't like that. It's my favorite. That's okay. That's totally fine. I mean, it goes both ways. I might like something that you don't like and you might like something that I don't like, but who cares? It's just skincare. It's not that deep. Anyway, these are the 4 categories I'm going to be using. It's the same as the last time. So at the very top, we have Get On My Face Now. Next, we have You're Alright Too, I guess. Third, we have Meh. And fourth, we have Yeah Nah. So, let's get started. First up, QV. Now, I think QV was the most mentioned brand in the comment section of my previous video. I can totally understand why. At this point, QV really is an Australian iconic chemist brand. They make amazing products for dry, sensitive, even eczema-prone skin. As someone with dry skin that grew up with eczema, I mean, QV has always been in the house somewhere. We still have QV in the house because I come from an eczema-prone family. I've recently gotten back into using some of their moisturizers and they really have some great stuff. So definitely Get On My Face Now, QV. Next we have the Jojoba company, and they were actually kind enough to send me some stuff about a year ago when I was just getting started with the whole Instagram and TikTok thing. They're very much a clean, natural, organic type of a company. And to continue with the stereotype that goes along with this type of skincare company, their products are chock full of essential oils. They sent me a cleanser, moisturizer, and their skin balancing oil. I don't really like using oils on my face, so I thought it would be a good idea to mix a couple of drops into my body moisturizer and, you know, just to give my moisturizer a little boost. Not long after doing that, I developed some pretty horrible eczema breakouts. And yeah, that was it for me. But sorry, Jojoba Co, it is a yeah nah from me. Now I know fragrance is one of those things that everyone has a lot of opinions about. Let me just quickly run through my stance on fragrance. Personally, if you can tolerate fragrance, there's nothing wrong with using it. Now this is the opinion of a lot of professionals and doctors and dermatologists. Me personally, my skin does not have a very high tolerance of fragrance. And I have noticed that whenever I do test the waters a little bit, my skin especially does not like natural fragrances, and a lot of times natural fragrances are derived from essential oils. So me and essential oils are a no-go. Fragrance is just listed as fragrance on the back of a bottle. It's not really broken down into the fragrant components. So I don't know which ones I have a problem with and which ones I don't. So it's always a risk every time I use it. But honestly, I could say 10 times out of 10, if it is natural fragrance, it's a no-go for me. Just to let you know where I stand with the whole fragrance situation, that's just based on my personal skin type and my personal skin tolerance of fragrance. This is not a blanket rule for fragrance. If it's okay for you, then that's fine. But just so you can understand where I'm coming from when I'm talking about these brands. Next, we have Alpha H. Actually, did I mention them last time? I can't remember. I've actually really enjoyed everything that I've tried from Alpha H. They have some really good products and really good formulations. I've tried their vitamin C, I've tried their liquid gold, I think I've tried even a cleanser and a moisturizer from them, and I've never had an issue and I've enjoyed everything I've used from them. Honestly, I think they make some good products and they don't break the bank. They're not the cheapest, but I don't think they're that expensive actually. I think they're a good medium price point. I would definitely like to use more from them. and I don't have any issues with them. So definitely get on my face now, Alpha H. Next, a brand I've actually been getting some questions about more recently, and that's Frank Body. Now, to be honest, I actually haven't tried anything from Frank Body, but since I was getting so many questions on them, I thought I would have a look and see if there was anything that would pique my interest. And they actually had some stuff that I wouldn't mind trying out. Their cleansing oil, their vitamin C brightening mask, and they also released some new body care which looks really good. I did see that they had some physical scrubs with some coffee granules in there, which I'm not a fan of. I'm generally not a fan of physical scrubs, especially for the face, but for the body, it's fine. So I think with Frank Body, considering I haven't tried them, considering this is just my first impressions of the brand, I'd say they're quite alright, and I wouldn't mind trying some of their products out actually. If you've tried products from any of the brands that I mentioned and that I'm curious about, let me know which products I should try in the comments below. I love knowing what you guys are using and what you're enjoying, and that way I can look into it and I might actually find a new favourite myself. Next, Natio, or Natio, I don't know. This brand was one of the first brands I tried when I was starting to get into skincare. Back when I was using Sukin and I had no idea. I walked into Bloom's Chemist and I asked the sales assistant to help me find skincare products. She told me she uses things from Natio, so you know what, I grabbed some. I grabbed an exfoliating scrub, I think I grabbed a clay mask and a hydrating mask, and I also got their toner as well. This was years ago. Since then I haven't really repurchased anything from the brand, and recently I've been told by a lot of you that I need to try their sunscreens, and that's coming soon in my next sunscreen video. So I thought I would take another look into the brand and, you know, see if there's anything that will pique my interest, considering what a skincare snob I've become in the recent years. I think they're okay, considering they're one of those clean, natural type of brands. They don't really use an obscene amount of essential oils, which is nice to see. But when I think about the skin issues that I like to target with my skincare, there's not really anything in Natio that would really pique my interest. There's nothing there that I think, oh look, you know, let me try that because that might help. I don't really think I'll be looking to Natio anytime soon to help me treat those issues. So they're a bit meh for me. I'm gonna try my best to make sure this video is not too long. I hope I'm not boring you by now, and make sure you stay right to the end to make sure I get to whichever skincare brand you're curious about. Next, another chemist brand, and that's Benzac. Benzac have a line of products that contain benzoyl peroxide for fighting acne. Benzoyl peroxide is one of the better ingredients to look for when trying to deal with acne. I don't think I'll necessarily be using it for myself because benzoyl peroxide can be too drying for me, but in saying that, that's just my personal preference. Benzoyl peroxide works amazing for a lot of people, so they're definitely alright. Next, a brand that I think at this point is more known for its controversy than for its actual skincare, and that's Drunk Elephant. I actually made a video about my feelings towards Drunk Elephant a few months back, so if you do watch that, please bear in mind I was still in my beginner phases of being a YouTuber, so I can't promise. So just keep that in mind when you're watching that video, or any of my older videos for that matter. Just a brief summary, I've used some of their products. They're good products, really they are. I think they're too expensive for what they are, and I think the brand just has way too much controversy, and they just got so many scandals surrounding them at this point. So if you're someone that likes to take a brand's identity and a brand's history on board when buying products, I think it's definitely something to look into and something to consider when shopping from them. Otherwise, they do have some good products. I can understand why people enjoy them. I just think they're a little bit overpriced and maybe even a little overrated. If we're gonna take the controversy and everything on board, I think they're a bit meh. You know what? Meh. Drunk Elephant, meh. Okay, another brand I have gotten so many comments about across my platforms, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. This brand, Skinstitute. Yes, I have heard of Skinstitute, and yes, I have tried their products. And yes, I do like them. Why I haven't mentioned them more, I really don't know. I've been using Skinstitute for years at this point. I literally have their glycolic scrub in the shower right now. And over the years, I really have tried a bunch of their products. I really enjoy their gentle cleanser. I enjoy their exfoliating cleansers, the glycolic scrub. I did try their sunscreen. That one was horrible. You can watch my sunscreen video here, after this one of course. I tried their retinol. I wasn't obsessed with it, to be honest. I haven't tried their moisturizers, and I haven't tried whatever other products I haven't mentioned, I haven't tried. But from what I've tried, I do enjoy, and there are some other products that I would like to try as well. So definitely get on my face now, Skinstitute. and they're reasonably priced as well. You can find them in a lot of laser clinics and things like that. So yeah, they're a good brand. I'm not mad at them at all. All right, next, Kora Organics. Again, another one I got a lot of questions about. I remember a few months ago maybe, I think a lot of people were talking about Kora, and I'm like, you know what? Let me have a look. Maybe I might try some stuff from Kora. I'm sure they're great. I'm sure they're great products, but they are very heavy on the essential oils. And I mentioned my feelings about essential oils previously. For me, it's just not worth the risk of irritation. But if you do use them and you do love them, that's fine. They do look like they would be good products, and the packaging is stunning, and I'm sure they are fun and nice to use, but I just can't use them. My skin would not tolerate them very well. I can say that with almost 100% certainty. If they didn't have them, different story, but they've got a lot of essential oils, guys, so it's a yeah nah from me. Sorry to all the Kora fans out there. Let's head back to the chemist and let's talk about Aven. I've tried a few of their products and didn't really have any issues with everything I've tried. The only thing I really didn't like is their sunscreen. White cast, again, check out my sunscreen video if you want to know my opinion on that. Love the thermal spring water in a can. That's one of my favorite things ever. I wasn't really obsessed with everything I tried from them, but they do have some other things that I wouldn't mind trying as well. So for me, they're all right. I know they've got a bit of a cult following, so I'm sorry guys if you swear by Aven. Let me know what your favorites are from Aven and I might try them out. We're almost at the end, guys. I really hope I haven't bored you yet. There's not too many brands left, so stick with me. Next, I'm gonna throw a bunch of brands together just to get them out of the way because I get a lot of questions about these kinds of brands and they're all very similar, so I thought I'll just bunch them up together. That's brands like Dermaveen, Aveeno, and Dermal Therapy. These are chemist brands that make products aimed towards those with dry, sensitive, and even eczema-prone skin. As someone that grew up eczema-prone and as someone with very dry skin, I've used products from all of these brands and I have enjoyed them. Dermaveen and Aveeno both use colloidal oatmeal in their products, which is a very soothing ingredient and very nice to use when you have more compromised, irritated skin. I've been using Aveeno moisturizers for years, love them. Don't really like their skincare as much. I did try a cleanser and a scrub from them a couple of years ago. Horrible. But as far as moisturizers go, they make some really, really good ones, especially if you have more problematic skin. Dermaveen, very good body products. Great body wash and body creams for irritated skin. And lastly, Dermal Therapy. I actually use Dermal Therapy body wash. It's in the shower right now. And I've got their lotion as well. So all of these products lumped together definitely get on my face now. I really, really do enjoy using these products. And they're definitely staples for those with dry eczema-prone skin. Next up, from our neighbours over in New Zealand, we have Asano. This is another brand I haven't tried and I never really bothered looking into until a lot of you guys were asking, what about Asano? Their whole thing is they seem to really like rosehip extract. All of their products have rosehip on the front label. I think the only thing I would bother trying from them is their hyaluronic acid serum. That one looked okay. And everything else didn't really catch my eye. Let's just put it that way. I hear a lot of, yeah, I use them, they're alright. That's the main vibe I get from Asano. Again, I mean, if you use them and you love them, that's fine. But to me, they're a bit meh. Moving on. Next, we have a new fave of mine, and that's Asclear. Now, they've only got 4 products. They've got a cleanser and treatment lotion, a serum, and a moisturizer sunscreen. If you're familiar with my content at all, you know I'm obsessed with their azelaic acid treatment lotion. It's great stuff. They also have a niacinamide and oat complex serum. I enjoyed using this a lot. It's really nice serum, worked well for my skin, and I really enjoy their moisturizer SPF as well. You can see my review on that in my SPF video. They do have a foaming cleanser. Foaming cleansers aren't my favorite. They're just not the best for my skin type considering I have dry skin. Otherwise, I love this brand. They're a great brand and definitely can get on my face now. Now we finally get to the very last brand that I'm going to talk about. So if you have stayed to the end, thank you so, so much. Make sure you leave me a like and let me know that you stayed right to the end of the video because it just makes me feel a bit happy. And again, going back to the question box I put on Instagram the other day, I was shocked that this was the most requested brand, and that's ASAP Skincare. I don't know why I was so surprised that this is the brand most of you are curious about, but let me know why in the comments below. If you're one of the people that is curious about this brand, what is it about them that made you so curious? I'm really interested to know. because I haven't really looked twice at ASAP skincare, honestly. I've tried a couple of their cleansers. I don't recall the names of the ones I've tried, but I know I've tried a cleanser and I know I've tried an exfoliating scrub. And I did like using them. They were really nice to use. And because you guys had so many requests about them, I, looked into some of their products. They've got some nice serums. I wouldn't mind trying some of their serums out. One that really caught my eye was their Super B Complex. This one had niacinamide, panthenol, and a bunch of other soothing and hydrating ingredients, and I love soothing, hydrating serums. If you've tried ASAP, let me know what I should try from them. You guys were really curious about this brand, whether that's because you've tried them already or you want to try them. Let me know below, because that one definitely took me by surprise. And on saying that, I think ASAP can get on my face now. I've tried their products, I've liked them, and I would definitely be open to trying more. I don't really see anything I don't like from them, so that's it. We've come to the end of the video. I don't have any more brands for you. By the time you've watched part 1 and part 2, I really hope I've gotten to all the brands you're curious about. If not, leave me a comment down below and I'll get to you in the comments. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it wasn't too long and too boring, and I hope I didn't annoy anyone with my answers at all. Make sure you like this video, leave me a comment down below, and make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Don't go anywhere, check out some of my other videos. I've got some good ones on this channel for you, and I'll see you in the next one.